last month we talked about the opportunity into hot majors, teachings and social work at ACU.
Yep, that's right. So just let me share. Oops. Sorry, let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, so can everyone see my screen now?
Yes, we can see now.
Okay, great. Thank you for that, Kate. Okay, so hello again, everyone. So with my presentation, I'll be focusing on a few popular program areas, I guess, at ACU and also for our international students. So to start off, I will talk about our education programs, both our undergraduate and postgraduate education programs on offer. Now, I know there's been some questions already popping up in the chat box, so thank you very much for the students who have brought up the questions. Looking forward to the engagement. Keep them coming, and we're going to have a Q&A afterwards, and we can talk a bit more about them as well. So I'm going to, sorry, let me go back to that, press the wrong button. Okay, so why consider studying education at ACU? So like Stacey mentioned in her presentation earlier, ACU is one of the earliest education providers in Australia. So education is pretty much where ACU started. So ACU started as a training college for teachers who eventually went on to work as teachers in the Catholic schools in Australia. And that started about 150, 160 years ago. Because we've been doing this for such a long time, we have a really strong connection with our industry partners. So that means with the schools that we work with, and we are able to ensure that we provide really high quality practical experiences for our students during the time that they come and study with us. For us, we are very dedicated to our students. We make sure that our students are engaged in their learning environment, and we make sure that they are prepared and they feel confident by the time that they graduate and they're out in the workforce, ready to become a teacher. So just to break it down a little bit for you, I guess some of the reasons. So of course, we have very high rankings for our education courses at ACU. So if you look at the whole world, so around the world, out of all the universities, for our education program at ACU, we are ranked in the top 75 in the world. We have a very strong record of our graduates, our students finding jobs shortly after employment. So in terms of our graduate employment rate, it's about 91% of our students finding work after they graduate. We're highly regarded by our graduates in terms of our learning and teaching. And again, we've been recognized with 5 stars for that. One of the benefits as well is that we do have very small classes. So our teachers, our lecturers, our academics, they know who you are. So when you come to ACU, you're not just another student or another number, but we actually know you. And we'd like to engage with you and get to make sure that you enjoy your experience at ACU. A big part of the program is that we emphasize a lot with regards to professional experience. So that's basically the units where during the time that you'll be studying your course, you'll be out there in the schools, participating and learning in terms of how to run the classroom, how to focus on things like curriculum development. So that is a big part of the learning process, and we make sure that we prepare that really well for our students. We also offer overseas travel opportunities with our core curriculum program. So as an undergraduate student at ACU, we do have about 2 units that forms part of the core curriculum. So with the core curriculum, and like Stacey mentioned before, we have a campus actually in Rome as well. So with these unit, it's basically like a basic unit that which all students must take, undergraduate students. You could even possibly do that unit in our Rome campus and it still gets counted back to your degree. We also have opportunities for our education students to go on community engagement placement projects overseas. So if you're motivated to get involved and to have that experience, we do have that opportunities for you as well. And another main opportunity or benefit of studying education at ACU as well is that we do offer religious studies units that you can take. So of course, when you study education, perhaps your goal is to, after you graduate, you get your teacher's registration and then look for employment as a teacher in Australia. So one of the benefits is if you do have that background in religious studies, you are then able to go and work as a teacher in certain religious schools, for example, the Catholic schools or any of the other faith-based schools. And that basically just allows you to further expand your career prospects. So you can work in whether it's a government school or it's an independent school, or you can also go and work in these religious schools like the Catholic schools. And of course, a lot of the prestigious or the top schools as well in Australia are actually these like these Catholic schools as well. So you have all these opportunities. So this slide here will give you basically an overview of the teaching and education courses that we have on offer at the moment. So basically it breaks it down into the different levels and the different areas. So if we start from the very left-hand side, if you're interested, particularly in early childhood teaching at an undergraduate level, so we offer two kinds of programs. We have the Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, birth to 5, and we have the Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood and Primary, birth to 12. And then if you're interested in primary teaching, then we have two options for you. We have a Bachelor of Education that only focuses in primary, or we have, again, the Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood and Primary. So I guess it's really up to you which one you might be interested in. If it's just the birth to 5, that means after you graduate, you can work as an early childhood teacher or as a kindergarten teacher. Or if you choose just the primary, then of course your only option after you graduate is to be a primary school teacher. Or you can go for both. So the combined early childhood and primary, basically if you have that qualification, you can work with children all the way from birth up until 12 years of age. So it can be a early childhood teacher, a kindergarten teacher, or a primary school teacher. So that gives you much more broader options. If you're looking for a postgraduate level program in primary teaching, we only offer a Masters of Teaching in primary. Unfortunately, we don't offer a Masters of Teaching in early childhood and primary, not for international students. If you're more interested in secondary school teaching, so that means being a high school teacher here in Australia, if you're looking at an undergraduate level, what we offer is it's actually a dual degree, so it's a double degree. So you do a Bachelor of Teaching and a Bachelor of Arts. If you're looking at a master degree, a postgraduate level degree in secondary teaching, then we offer a Masters of Teaching in secondary. So this slide here will basically give you a bit of a breakdown. So this is just looking at the undergraduate programs. So essentially, in terms of the duration for all of the undergraduate programs in education, there are 4 years. So they're basically 4 years. Even when it comes to the double degree, if you want to be a secondary school teacher for the Bachelor of Teaching, Bachelor of Arts, they're all 4-year degrees. And you can see our tuition fees are actually very competitive. So if you're looking at starting perhaps this July intake, so for this year in 2020, our tuition fee is $23,400 per year. So in 1 year, we have 2 semesters. So for 1 semester fee, it's actually under $12,000 per semester. For next year in 2021, it will go up slightly, but not significantly, as you can see. So if you're looking at starting next year, the annual tuition fee is just slightly over $24,000 per year. So it's $24,104 per year. And then on the very right-hand column, you can see, I just want to give everyone an idea in terms of the English entry requirements for these programs. Now, do keep in mind, with the initial teacher education courses, the IELTS requirements can be a little bit higher. So if you're interested in just the early childhood education, birth to 5, it is slightly lower. So only IELTS 6, minimum IELTS 6.5, and minimum 6.5 in each band. However, if you're looking at any program that includes primary teaching or secondary teaching, then the IELTS score are a little bit higher. So you do need to have minimum 7.5 in reading and writing, and minimum 7 in listening and speaking. Having said that, we still also accept other English tests, such as PTE as well. So we don't only accept IELTS, we also accept other English proficiency scores. And again, look, if you have any questions about this, keep that in mind. I'll put that up in the chat box so we can talk about it when we have our Q&A coming up.
Bên ACU đúng không?
Okay, so this one here, maybe I'll just check with Kate. Kate, do you want to go over the translation before I play this video?
Yes.
Yeah?
Thanks,
Okay, let
Desmond.
me go back. Okay.
Yep, thank you. Như thầy vừa chia sẻ về ngành Master of Teaching ở ACU, thì could you move to the next slide, please?
On the next one? Yep. Okay.
And the next one, thank you.
Oh, next one? Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Thì hiện tại ACU có những khóa học đào tạo giáo viên ở 3 cấp bậc từ thấp lên cao. Thì bậc thứ nhất là có 2 khóa học. Bậc thứ nhất là Early Childhood Teaching Undergraduate, thì có 2 khóa học là Bachelor of Early Childhood Education Birth to 5, là có thể dạy học sinh từ mới sinh cho tới 5 tuổi. Và khóa học thứ hai là Bachelor of Education Early Childhood and Primary Birth to 12, thì có thể dạy được học sinh từ mới sinh cho tới 12 tuổi. Bậc thứ hai đó là bậc Primary Teaching Undergraduate, thì có khóa học Bachelor of Education Primary and Bachelor of Education Early Childhood and Primary Birth to 12. Thì đối với bậc này, các bạn có thể học lên khóa thạc sĩ là Master of Teaching Primary. Và bậc thứ ba là bậc Secondary Teaching Undergraduate. Thì đặc biệt đối với khóa học này, trường có offer một cái package double degree, là các bạn có thể học 2 bằng đại học cùng một lúc, là Bachelor of Teaching and Bachelor of Arts. Và sau đó các bạn có thể học tiếp lên thạc sĩ là Master of Teaching Secondary.
Next slide.
Yes, next slide, thanks. Và độ dài của bậc đại học là 4 năm cho tất cả các đại học dành để đào tạo giáo viên tại trường ACU. Và cái học phí trung bình cho một năm là khoảng 23.400. Và các yêu cầu tiếng Anh dành cho các khóa học Bachelor of Early Childhood Education Birth to 5 là IELTS 6.5 và không có kỹ năng nào dưới 6.5. Còn lại thì các khóa học như là Bachelor of Education Early Childhood and Primary và Double Degree Bachelor of Teaching and Bachelor of Arts, thì IELTS là yêu cầu đầu vào phải là 7.5. Với kỹ năng reading and writing không được thấp hơn 7.5 và listening and speaking thì không được thấp hơn 7 chấm. Okay, thanks. That's all. We can continue now.
Okay, so I'm just going to play a video for everyone that talks a little bit about our education courses. So I'll just play that now for you.
The experiences that we have in the first 3 years of our life are critical for our brain development. Well before we turn 5, we've already begun to learn the skills that set us up for the rest of our life. Early childhood teachers lay those foundations for us. They teach the building blocks of numeracy, literacy, music, art and literature, and they recognise the importance of play. High quality early childhood education is also key to addressing disabilities and helps set all children up for
Sorry.
Sorry, Desmond, can you increase the volume? I couldn't hear it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me see. Oh, now put it up to max. Sorry, is that, can
Ngoài
everyone
là
hear
cái gì
it now?
ồn vậy trời?
Can everyone hear it now?
Yeah, it's much better now.
Much
Thanks.
better? Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I'll start from the beginning if that's okay, yeah?
Sure. Thank you.
The experiences that we have in the first 3 years of our life are critical for our brain development. Well before we turn 5, we've already begun to learn the skills that set us up for the rest of our lives. Early childhood teachers lay those foundations for children. They teach the building blocks of numeracy, literacy, music, art and literature, and they recognise the importance of play in the development of young minds. High quality early childhood education is also key to addressing disadvantage and helps set all children up for the future. As an early childhood teacher, you have a real opportunity to make a difference in the lives of children. ACU's Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, birth to 5 years, gives you the skills and the abilities you need to thrive. At ACU, education is our core business. We're ranked 4th in Australia for education and are in the top 75 universities in the world. We approach education differently. Guided by our mission, our programs are designed so that you not only become an excellent teacher, but a confident, engaged global citizen. We have extensive partnerships with early learning centres across Australia, so you receive quality hands-on training during your studies. You can gain experience locally in remote communities across Australia or overseas in the Pacific, Asia or South Africa. There's even an opportunity to study at our own campus, and we offer many scholarships to support your career. Early childhood job prospects are strong, with job openings rising steadily over the past 5 years, and 94% of our undergraduate teaching and education students are employed 4 months after graduating. Our course is fully accredited, and you can combine your studies with primary teaching and religious education. If you want to set yourself on a pathway to helping children achieve their best, a Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, birth to 5, is for you.
Okay.
The experiences
Oops.
that we have in the first 3 years.
Sorry.
The
Okay. So, so for the next part of my presentation, I know there's quite a lot of education courses. I won't go through them individually, but definitely for our international students, one of the more popular postgraduate education courses is the Masters of Teaching Secondary. So for the next part of my presentation, I just want to focus a little bit more on this particular course. So the Masters of Teaching Secondary. So the motto that we have at ACU is that we teach the mind and we inspire the soul. So as a secondary school teacher, you know, you do have to make sure that you have particular traits. So, you know, in terms of creativity and also to have a challenging and a rewarding career that will help you to inspire young people and also to develop important lifelong skills. And there will certainly be challenges because you certainly need to be adept at managing social, cultural, and developmental diversity. So these are some of the, I guess, the challenges that you would come across in your role as a teacher. So at ACU, what we aim to do is that we aim to provide you with a degree that will help you to be reflective and also to be an independent thinker so that you have the skills and the insights to improve curriculum offerings and also to advance the education within the community that you will work with. So when you study a Masters of Teaching Secondary, because as a secondary school teacher, you generally have to specialize in particular subject areas. So if you do want to do secondary teaching, what you have to do as well is you will have to major in one teaching area and also to major in a minor in a second teaching area. And I'll talk a bit more about those as well. So in terms of the duration for the Masters of Teaching Secondary, so for our master's degree in teaching, and this also includes the primary, usually it is a 2-year program. However, for students, sometimes when you commence your course, there sometimes can be an option for you to do an accelerated program, and that means the duration will only be 1.5 years. The accelerated program basically just means that you'll have probably more limited or much shorter term breaks between semesters. So you'll be doing continuous studies from semester 1 to maybe the winter term, second semester, and winter and then summer term. So that's how they can condense the program a little bit more, and then you can finish the course in 1.5 years. So in general, if you are looking at studying a Masters of Teaching Secondary, you must first of all already have completed a bachelor degree or the equivalent of an Australian bachelor degree. You must have majors in particular teaching areas. So you must make sure that in terms of the degree that you have in your bachelor course, it will be relevant to the teaching methods that are on offer. And then also in terms of the English requirement, you do need to have for IELTS at least 7 in reading and writing, and then at least 8 in listening and speaking. And then also you do need to demonstrate your suitability for teaching. So there's basically 3 things that they will look for. They will look for to make sure that you have met the academic requirements in terms of having a bachelor degree. They'll need to make sure that you have met the English requirement. And then thirdly, you need to make sure that you do actually pass a suitability for teaching assessment. And I'll talk a bit more about that and what that entails as well coming up in the next couple of slides. So in terms of the structure of the program for the Masters of Teaching, so in terms of professional placements, so this is where you're out there in the schools taking part in the teaching and the learning process. There will be a total of 60 days that you'll be out there in the schools. So it's broken, kind of broken down in these ways. So in your first year, you have about 20 days. And then in your second year, semester 1, 20 days, semester 2, another 20 days. So that's how it works. Our program, again, is accredited. So that means when you do have your qualification, you are eligible to use the qualification to apply as a secondary school teacher across the different states of Australia. Now, one other thing to keep in mind as well is if you're interested in studying a initial teacher education program, so basically any program that will lead you to become a primary or a secondary school teacher, doesn't matter whether it's an undergraduate or postgraduate program. Now, by the time you are about to finish your course, so maybe in your final year of your degree, before you go out on your final placement, you do have to make sure that you actually pass a literacy and numeracy test for initial teacher education. So for short, this is called LANTIDE. So LANTIDE, this assessment is applicable to all students who are studying education courses. Doesn't matter if you are a domestic student or an international student, everyone has to do it. So this assessment is basically a way to assess and for the teaching boards across the different states to make sure that all education student graduates meet a certain standard when it comes to literacy skills and numeracy skills as well. So to give you an idea, there is a cost for this test. So it is about $185 for both tests. So there are 2 tests that you have to take and you have to pass them. So it's about $92.50 for a single test. There are only certain times of the year that you can actually book yourself into this test. So normally in February, March, May, June, August, September, or in November. And as part of the ACU requirement, like I said, you do have to make sure you have passed these tests before you go out on your final placements. So students usually always have a final placement in the final semester of their final years of study. So basically it means ideally, by the first semester of your final year, you would have already passed land tide, because if you do not pass land tide, you will not be able to go on your final placement, and then that would delay the timing of your completion of your course. So land tide, just to remember, that is a requirement for all students. The other thing I just want to talk about as well is the suitability for teaching. So this is one of the entry requirements that you'll be assessed if you are going to apply for an initial teacher education program. So again, with this assessment, it is applicable to all students, both domestic and local students and international students. So how this works is that students need to provide a written statement to be included in their application. So at ACU, we call it the teacher selector statement. So if you're applying for a program, doesn't matter if it's an undergraduate or postgraduate education program that leads to primary teaching or secondary teaching in across the states where we offer our courses in Queensland, in New South Wales, in ACT, or in Victoria, students will need to submit this teacher selector statement along with the application. And there's actually one benefit for any students who are planning to study education here in Victoria, and if you're considering ACU, because you might already know in Victoria, most universities only accept CASPA, which is an online interview assessment with an external organization that you must book and also pay additional fees to take part in that online interview, and you need to pass it. So here in Victoria, the benefits of ACU is that because we are a national university, if you do not want to do CASPA, you can actually just write the teacher selector statement and then have that included in your application. So to give you an idea of how the teacher selector statement works, it's basically worth 1,000 words. So it's roughly about 2 pages, 2 A4 pages of writing. So it's 1,000 words in total. There are 2 categories, and in each category, there are 6 questions. So you just have to make sure you address each of the 6 questions in the 2 categories, so 12 questions in total. The questions are very simple. It's really for the faculty to find out a little bit more about yourself. So, for instance, what has motivated you to be a teacher? What's your motivation to work with children and young people? So it's basically wanting to find out, what's your interest, what's your motivation to be a teacher. And then the second category is really about reflecting on some of your personal experiences, whether through your studies, through your work, or you've done other things like volunteering, some of the experiences that you have that you feel would help you in your career path to being a teacher. So roughly that's what it's about. So it's not like an assessment in any form. It's really about wanting to find out more about yourself, your background, and to make sure that you are really suited to go and take on a teaching degree. So in terms of the different types of units that you will study in a Masters of Teaching secondary program, this is how it's broken down to. So there are certain units that focus on educational studies, some units that focus on curriculum studies. There are also some specified units, some elective units as well. And then, of course, there are the professional experience units where you go out on your placements. In terms of the teaching method, so this is the one that I've been talking about before, where if you are wanting to do secondary, you do have to nominate 2 teaching methods in your application that basically relates to the specialization knowledge area that you have based on your previous qualification. So for instance, if you had studied a bachelor degree already in business, one of your teaching methods can be in commerce and business. Or if you maybe have a degree in engineering or something like that, you might have undertaken units or studies, perhaps in mathematics or maybe in some of the science subjects like chemistry, for instance, or you studied music. So with the teaching method that you do choose, you do have to make sure that you do have that knowledge background in those teaching methods. And only then would you be eligible and be approved by the faculty. Now, the only thing also with the teaching methods is that across the different states, it will depend on which state you want to study, because different states do offer slightly different options when it comes to the teaching methods as well. So for this slide here, this basically would just show you an idea of the course map for the Masters of Teaching program. So normally you do 4 units per semester. So this is the course map for the very first year. So you'll see there are 4 units there in the first semester, and then another 4 units there in your second semester. And one of the units will be your first placement, 20 days worth of placements. Then moving on, this is going into your second and your final year. Again, there you will see for the first semester, so those are the 4 units, followed by, which includes a placement unit. And then in your final semester, there's really only 2 units there in your final semester. So that just gives you a rough idea in terms of the structure of the program. And then I will hand over to Kate to translate that for you.
Yep. Thank you so much, Desmond. I'll translate the key point now. Như thầy vừa chia sẻ về ngành Master of Teaching Secondary tại ACU, thì tiêu chí quan trọng của ACU là đào tạo được những secondary teachers với phương pháp giảng dạy sáng tạo và truyền cảm hứng cho học sinh, để học sinh có thể phát triển những kỹ năng trong cuộc sống tốt nhất. Can you move to slide number 9?
Next slide.
Yep.
Number 9, yep.
Yeah, thank you. Và điều kiện đầu vào của khóa học Master of Teaching là khóa học thì có 2 độ dày khác nhau. Các bạn có thể chọn là học 2 năm hoặc là 1 năm rưỡi. Thì điều kiện đầu vào bao gồm có 2 điều kiện. Thứ nhất là điều kiện học thuật là academic requirement, là các bạn phải hoàn thành một bằng cử nhân trước đó. Và chị lưu ý là để register làm teacher ở Úc thì các bạn phải có 4 năm học ở bậc level bachelor trở lên. Cho nên lưu ý là nếu các bạn học ở bậc bachelor chỉ có 2 hay 3 năm thì phải package lên bậc thạc sĩ là master để đủ 4 năm. Còn điều kiện tiếng Anh là IELTS 7 chấm, với điều kiện là không được thấp hơn 7 cho reading and writing skill và không được thấp hơn 8 cho listening and speaking skill. Ngoài ra còn một điều kiện nữa. Could you please move to slide 10?
Yep.
Yes, next one.
This is 10 on next one.
Yep. Yeah, thank you. Yep. Ngoài ra còn một yêu cầu nữa là các bạn phải làm Casper test, là một bài test về tính cách để xem học sinh có phù hợp để làm giáo viên hay không. Nhưng mà đặc biệt ở ACU thì lại cho các bạn thêm một option nữa dành cho các bạn nào không muốn làm cái Casper test này, thì các bạn có thể chọn viết một cái teacher statement, Teacher Selected Statement, gọi tắt là TSS. Thì bài test này sẽ yêu cầu 1.000 từ chia thành 2 phần và mỗi phần có 6 câu hỏi. Thì chị thấy ACU rất là linh hoạt cho các em vì có cả 2 option và mình có thể chọn được cái option nào phù hợp với mình nhất. Can you move back to slide number 9? Thank you.
This one?
Yes, that one.
Oh, this one?
This one,
yep.
Yep.
Yep, okay.
Thì trong cái khóa học Master of Teaching này, các bạn sẽ yêu cầu là phải đi placement, có nghĩa là đi thực tập 60 ngày. Ngoài ra thì trong cái học kỳ, semester đầu tiên của học kỳ cuối cùng, cho dù là bạn học ở level bachelor hay là master cho cái khóa education thì bạn phải bắt buộc là phải hoàn thành cái bài test là Lantide. Sorry, Desmond,
Yes.
I pronounced the word right.
Yeah, Lantide. That's right. Yes, it is called Lantide. Yep, you're right.
Thì cái bài test Lantide này sẽ làm về literacy and numeracy test, có nghĩa là test về khả năng đọc hiểu và toán số. Thì cái phí để làm cái test này là $185. Và cái test này có thể đăng ký để làm vào kỳ tháng 2, tháng 3, tháng 4, tháng 6, hoặc là tháng 8, tháng 9 hoặc là tháng 11 của mỗi năm. Và lưu ý là các bạn bắt buộc phải pass cái test này trước khi các bạn tốt nghiệp cái khóa học về education của mình, cho dù là ở bậc bachelor hay là ở bậc master.
Yep.
Could you please move to slide number 12?
12. Yep.
Sorry, next one.
Oh, next one. Yep.
Yes, thank you. Và trong cái ngành Master of Teaching Secondary này thì các bạn có 19 chuyên ngành để có thể lựa chọn. Thì chị chỉ nêu ra một số cái chuyên ngành tiêu biểu là như là sinh học, lịch sử, địa lý, vật lý học, kinh tế học, vân vân và vân vân. Thì tùy theo cái thế mạnh cũng như là các background ở bậc đại học của các bạn là gì thì các bạn chọn một cái chuyên ngành để phù hợp cho cái chuyên ngành giảng dạy của mình sau này. I'll finish my translation.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Kate. Yeah, so look, for anyone who's listening now, look, I know we do have quite a wide option of education courses. So if you have any, maybe you want to find out a bit more about some of the other ones, please stay, and then, we can talk more about that when we go into the Q&A. So the next part is I will focus on social work. So that is from our Faculty of Health Sciences. Okay, so the reasons to consider studying social work at ACU. So I guess the one of the most important reasons about social work program at ACU is that our program is accredited by the Australian Association of Social Workers, AASW. Now, this is very important because if you study a degree, a social work degree, that's not recognized or accredited by AASW, you won't actually be able to register as a social worker after you finish your degree. So that is very important, and AASW is something you must look for. We offer both a Bachelor of Social Work and also a Master of Social Work program at ACU across our 3 campuses. And also it's usually offered in our February intake. So we have it in our Brisbane campus, our Strathfield campus, and also our Canberra campus. And you do have a choice of studying in any one of those campuses. And if your situation does change, if you do need to relocate, for instance, you started off in our Sydney Strathfield campus and you had to relocate to Brisbane, you can basically just apply for a course transfer and still continue your course in the Brisbane campus. So that's one of the good things with ACU. We do have multiple campuses, and if you do relocate to a different city and we have a campus there and the program is also offered there, you can just continue your studies as normal. We do have very extensive field experience for our students in a social work program. So it will consist of 1,000 hours of placements in social work. Again, our classes are very small for our social work program. So basically, there's a very good chance for you to know your academics, your lecturers, and also for them to know you. So to make sure that you do get the most support that you need in order to make sure your studies are successful. We do base our studies, our course content from a Catholic ethos. So what that means is that as a Catholic university, there are certain aspects that we do emphasize on, and that's particularly the human dignity and also empathy. So if you're studying to be a social worker, these are some very important characteristics that you must have. Which is to have empathy and also to understand people, to listen to people, and to help those who are in a much more disadvantaged space. So from ACU's perspective, we can teach our programs through those perspectives to give you a better understanding and to hopefully to help you to be a better social worker in the future. So that's one of the benefits as well. And of course, our fees are always very affordable and competitive. So here you will see for the two programs. So if you're looking at studying the Bachelor of Social Work, it is a 4-year bachelor degree. The fee for next year is about $24,000, so $24,336. For the Masters of Social Work, it's a 2-year Masters. The fee is $24,104 per year in 2021. And for both courses, you do need to have IELTS 7 and minimum 7 in each band. And again, for social work, we also accept other English proficiency scores, for example, PTE. And again, if you do have questions about that, we can address that in the next part of the talk. So for the, I'll start off talking about the Bachelor of Social Work. So this here you will see basically the units that comprises of the Bachelor of Social Work program. So you'll start off with 7 foundation units, and then there'll be 2 core curriculum units. There'll be 15 units focusing on social work, so very much social work specialized units. There'll be 2 field experience units, which are the placement units. So each of those are worth 500 hours. And then there will be 3 elective units. Now here again, I've got the course map for you to have a look. So this is the first 2 years. So first year and second year. So semester 1, semester 2. And as you can see, you will take on 4 units per semester. And the first year are pretty much the foundation units. So there's a mix of psychology, sociology, health and culture, human rights, so on and so forth. And then in the second year, you do tend to move into the more advanced units, the social work units that really focuses on social work. Then if you go into year 3 and also in year 4, you will continue with the specialized social work units, as well as start undertaking your placement unit, and then some elective units there as well. So that gives you an idea in terms of the course structure. Moving on to the Masters of Social Work, this is basically the course content. So there will be 2 units that focuses on theory and ethics, and also on law and policy. There will be 6 professional practice skills units. There will be 2 research-based units, and then you also have 2 500 hours each placement units as well. So that's the in general structure for the Masters of Social Work. And here basically you will see the structure for the 2 years. So for in the first semester, there are 4 subjects. Second semester, the field practicum. So your first 500 hours do take up, I guess, quite a significant amount of your study time in your second semester in your first year. Moving into second year, you do in that first semester 4 units. And then to finish it off, another unit plus the other 500 hours placement unit. So how do the placements work for social work? So what happens is in each of our campuses that offers the social work program, we have a field education manager. Students must pass prerequisite units in order to be eligible to go on the field placement. So that means before you can go on to the field placements, you must make sure there are some specified units. You have already passed those units. You do have to complete some pre-placement compliance. So for example, you might have to prepare certain documents, maybe for example, things like working with children checks or things like the police checks or things like that. But the faculty will definitely go through that with you when you're in that program and tell you what you need to do. So you need to prepare all these documents, you need to submit your form for the placement so that it can be arranged. And then once a placement has been in place, so the faculty will help you with arranging these placements. Once they have one that they think is suitable for you, students do have to go through actually a pre-placement interview as well. So that's basically the process for the placements. And to give an idea in terms of the placement examples where our students go and do their placements. So we do place our students in placements in hospitals, also within the justice departments. So that's within the government offices in the different states, in child safety, in domestic violence agencies, multicultural agencies, other areas of government departments that focus on policy areas. And also within our campuses, we do have our own ACU health clinics that's open to the local community where the campus is based, and you could possibly be placed in those placements as well. So that gives you some idea where you would do some of the placements. And to give you an idea about the job prospects as a social worker, so there's actually a very big range in terms of the different work settings that you could possibly be employed in. So this slide here basically just looks at the government organizations or the different government offices or government agencies. So again, very similar to the placements where we place our students. You know, this can be in hospitals, in child safety, in Centrelink, in disabilities, in schools, in mental health services, in the Justice Department, in the Housing Department, in the Department of Veteran Affairs, in Defense, in aged care, and also even in some private practices. So these are some options there in terms of government organizations. When it comes to non-government agencies, you know, there'll be maybe some community support agencies or offices for family support, early intervention programs, family or domestic violence. And also within some communities, particularly more multicultural communities, there might be employment opportunities in these multicultural support agencies as well. For example, ones that might support newly arrived migrants, or maybe ones that support refugees who have settled in the local community. So that gives you some idea in terms of the career prospects as a social worker. So that does bring a conclusion to my talk about social work. And to finish it off, there's a video. Now, actually, before that, I'll just check with Kate. Kate, do you want to go through the translation for that?
Oh, yes. I'll translate to my student now. Thanks, Desmond. Please go back to slide number 17. Yes. This one. The next one. Thanks. Sorry, Desmond. The next one.
Oh, next one. Yep.
Okay, thank you. Nói về chuyên ngành nóng thứ hai là ngành công tác xã hội, thì ở ACU sẽ có 2 khóa học, đó là Bachelor of Social Work and Master of Social Work. Và thời gian học cho khóa Bachelor of Social Work là 4 năm, với học phí là khoảng 24.000 đô Úc một năm, và Master of Social Work là 2 năm và học phí là khoảng 24.000 đô Úc một năm. Và điều kiện đầu vào của cả 2 khóa đều là IELTS 7 chấm và không có kỹ năng nào dưới 7. Next slide, please. Chương trình học Bachelor of Social Work thì sẽ bao gồm 7 môn cơ bản, 2 môn chính, 15 môn về công tác xã hội và 2 môn về lĩnh vực giáo dục, và cuối cùng là 3 môn tự chọn.
So we can maybe skip these ones.
Yes, could you please go to slide number 21? Master of Social Work. Yeah, thank you. Và với cái bậc học thạc sĩ là Master of Social Work thì chương trình học sẽ bao gồm 2 môn về lý thuyết và đạo đức, luật và chính sách, 6 môn về kỹ năng thực hành chuyên nghiệp, 2 môn về nghiên cứu và 100 giờ thực tập. Next slide, please.
Yep, I'll skip these ones.
Yes, disclaimer. Thank you. Yep. Và điều kiện để được đi thực tập là học sinh phải hoàn thành một số môn được yêu cầu. ACU sẽ hỗ trợ học sinh tìm nơi thực tập và advise học sinh những thủ tục cần làm, ví dụ như là police check, working with children check, và chỗ thực tập sẽ được sắp xếp bởi người quản lý của mỗi campus. Next slide, thanks.
Yep.
Và những nơi học sinh thường được thực tập đó là bệnh viện, Bộ Tư pháp, phòng khám sức khỏe của ACU, bộ phận an toàn trẻ em, vân vân. Next slide, thanks.
Yep.
Và sau khi tốt nghiệp thì học sinh tốt nghiệp khóa Master of Social Work có thể xin việc ở những tổ chức của chính phủ, ví dụ như là Centrelink, trường học, viện dưỡng lão, trung tâm hỗ trợ cho người khuyết tật, vân vân, hoặc là ở những cái tổ chức phi chính phủ và tư nhân. Yes, you can play the video now.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Studying social work empowers you to make a difference to people, organisations and communities. It's for those who are ready to effectively assist people facing distress, crisis, disadvantage and injustices. ACU has a commitment to social justice and community engagement. So when you choose to study with us, you'll know you are receiving more than just education. You're part of a university that aims to effect positive change in our world. Our students graduate with accreditation from the Australian Association of Social Workers, knowledge and theory for effective practice, and at least 1,000 hours of professional field experience in diverse fields, including Indigenous agencies, domestic violence, child protection, mental health, aged care and disabilities. You'll even have the chance to take on placements in rural, remote and overseas locations such as Vietnam, Thailand, the USA and Italy. An essential part of studying social work at ACU is learning how to engage with and respect Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander ways of knowing, doing and being. Our students learn from the beginning how to work with others to support culturally safe environment for all people. Employers see our graduates with their theoretical knowledge and all their experience ready to begin social work practice in a variety of areas such as community development, group work, mental health, hospital social work, child protection, family work, case management, policy analysis and development, research, social action and program planning. And the demand for skilled workers in the community welfare sector is growing all the time, with around 23,000 job openings expected over the next 5 years. If you're committed to social justice and see yourself working with people and communities to achieve their goals, then a Bachelor of Social Work is for you.
Okay. Oops. And that's it. So that's the end of...
At ACU, in a world of ordinary, create extraordinary. First, I'd like to give you some key information about our student nationality mix, our rankings, and etc. So who we are, we have world-leading academics, and there are 4,570 international students altogether studying at ACU at the moment. And they are actually from 107 nationalities. We are also a world university, and I'm going to talk about the ranking in the next few slides. Students from all cultural and religious backgrounds are welcome, and ACU is a government-founded university. And I would also like to give you the history development of the Australian Catholic University. ACU had its origins in the mid-19th century when Catholic orders and institutes became involved in preparing teachers for Catholic schools and later nurses for Catholic hospitals. So ACU initially started from teaching education and nursing. Then at that time, we established colleges in different states. Okay, so we established colleges in different states, in Brisbane, in Sydney, in Melbourne, in Ballarat, and also in Canberra. Then in 1991, we merged all the colleges into one university and became the Australian Catholic University. This year, 2020, we are going to celebrate 30 years anniversary since the university was founded. And we are one of the first education providers in Australia. And ACU is also among the top 10 Catholic universities in the world. All right, I'm just going to talk about our growing reputation in the world. We are now ranked top 80 universities in the Asia Pacific region. We are also among the top 2% university worldwide, according to the Times Higher Education World University Ranking 2020. We are top 40 Generation Y universities, and we are the #1 Catholic university in the Asia Pacific region. By talking about Catholic university, we are a 100% government-founded university, so we are welcome from all religious and cultural background. We are also top 100 young universities in the world. In regards to the subject ranking, we have very high ranking in sports science, which is number 26 in the world, and our nursing is ranked number 32 in the world, and education top 75 in the world. We also have other good rankings among 100 to 200, which is good health and well-being, number 25, quality education, number 40, gender equality, number 55, and like for decent work and economic growth, it's number 58 in the world. Let's have a look about our ranking in Australia. ACU is ranked number 1 in terms of we are the largest provider of graduate teachers in Australia. We are also the largest provider of graduate nurses in Australia. Our graduate employer are very satisfied with our graduates. We are ranked number 1 in this aspect. And 89% of our international students are very satisfied about our program content. We also have 5 stars in terms of the campus facilities, internationalization, full-time employment, overall experience, learning engagement, and skills development. Okay, so I'll give some time to Kate to do the translation. I'll hand over to you, Kate. Thank you.
Thank you, Stacy. I will translate to students now, and then I will let you know when you can continue. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do you want me to go back to the previous slides?
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right.
Vừa rồi thì cô Stacy vừa giới thiệu với chúng ta về lịch sử thành lập của trường ACU. Thì trường được thành lập vào giữa thế kỷ thứ 19, bắt đầu là những cái trường nhỏ dành để đào tạo giáo viên cho các trường về ngành, do các trường dành cho cái Thiên Chúa giáo, và sau đó là y tá dành cho bệnh viện của những người có đạo Thiên Chúa giáo. Đến năm 1991 thì các trường nhỏ này được sáp nhập lại thành là ACU. Và đến năm 2020 là hiện tại thì trường đã được thành lập 30 năm và là một trong những trường đại học phát triển nhanh nhất tại Úc. Về một số thành tựu nổi bật mà ACU đã đạt được trong vòng 30 năm qua, thì trường nằm trong top 2% các trường đại học tốt nhất thế giới và là trường đại học về Thiên Chúa giáo số 1 tại khu vực châu Á Thái Bình Dương, và trường cũng nằm trong top 100 trường đại học tốt nhất thế giới trong 3 lĩnh vực là Sports Science, Nursing và Education. Tại Úc thì ACU là trường đại học đào tạo nhiều giáo viên và y tá tốt nhất với cơ sở vật chất đạt chuẩn 5 sao, và sinh viên tốt nghiệp từ ACU cũng được sự tín nhiệm hàng đầu của các nhà tuyển dụng tại Úc. Hiện tại thì ACU có campus ở những thành phố lớn ở tại Úc như là Brisbane. Ở Sydney thì có campus North Sydney và Strathfield. Ở Canberra, Melbourne. Ngoài ra ở Melbourne thì trường cũng có 2 campus tại vùng regional là Ballarat và Adelaide. Thì đối với các bạn muốn học ngành này để xin PR sau này thì có thể đăng ký học tại campus regional để được cộng 5 điểm vào PR của mình sau này. I'll finish the translation and you can continue your section now, Stacey.
All right, thanks, Kate. I think Kate has already translated how many campuses we have, because I understand the word Brisbane, North Sydney, and Strathfield. Okay, so yeah, I'll just repeat this slide again. We do have many campuses across in Australia, and we also have a campus in Rome, Italy. In Australia, we have campus in Sydney, in Melbourne, in Brisbane, in Ballarat, in Canberra, and also Adelaide. But just to mention, we do not offer international programs in Adelaide campus yet, but all other campuses we do open international programs. And now I just want to give you a very exciting news that we actually already have a campus in Blacktown, and we are going to offer international student programs from 2021 intake. So the picture on the left is our campus building right now. It's located on 22 Main Street in Blacktown. I think for today, we might have students from other states as well. So I just give you some update about Blacktown. Blacktown is actually one of the biggest suburbs in Sydney, and our campus is only about 2 minutes walk from Blacktown station to the campus. And the picture on the right is our permanent campus, which will be there by 2024. So yes, so Blacktown, where is Blacktown and what are the population mix? So Blacktown is one of the largest suburbs in Sydney with cultural diversity. It's actually located in Western Sydney area. And according to 2016 census, there were 47,170 residents in the suburb of Blacktown. 46.1% of people were born in Australia. And the other most common nationalities, countries of birth were India, 13.3%, Philippines, 5.4%, China, 2.5%, New Zealand, 2.2%, and Fiji, 2%. So as you can see, it's a very cultural diversity community. And Blacktown is located about 34 kilometers west of CBD. And it's about 40 minutes by train or by car if you drive. And if you take a train, it takes around 50 minutes to the city center. And Parramatta is actually another big suburb located in Great Western Sydney area. And if you take train from Parramatta, it only takes about 10 minutes to our campus. And why we have a campus in Blacktown? Because more than 54,000 higher education students live within 30 minutes of Blacktown. So students don't have to travel far to the city. They can actually live locally and then come to our Blacktown campus to study. All right, so this slide will give you some information about our programs, the number of students enrolled in the program, our nationality mix, and also the number of students located in each campus. Majority of our students are studying an undergraduate program. So it's 26,901 undergraduate students, and postgraduate student number is 6,915. 1,381 students are studying a now award program, which could be a foundation program or a tertiary preparation for health sciences. And the total number of our international students are 570. And as you can see, the total number of all students from ACU is 35,197. So let's do the calculation. ACU international student number is less than 15% of the whole population. We do provide a very good English language environment because majority of our students are from Australia. And where are our international students originally from? They are from 107 countries, and the countries of origin are, top countries of origin are Nepal, China, India, Vietnam, and USA. Let's have a look at by the enrollment number for each campus. So in terms of the enrollment number, it's actually a number including both domestic students and international students. So, well, the largest number actually is the Melbourne campus. Melbourne campus has 11,216 students there. And next is the, I think that's the Brisbane. Yeah, that's the Brisbane campus, 6,728. Then North Sydney, we have 5,864 students, then following by online study and Ballarat and Adelaide campus, and then also Strathfield campus. All right, so I'll hand over to Kate again to do the translation, and I'll go back to the previous slides. Thanks, Kate.
Thank you, Stacey. Could you please go back to the slide number 8, please?
Yeah, this one, right?
No, slide number 8 about introducing our new Blacktail campus.
Okay, so this one, right?
Yeah, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep. Cô Daisy vừa giới thiệu với chúng ta một campus mới mà ACU vừa mới thành lập ở Sydney. Thì campus này nằm tại Blacktown và chỉ cách Blacktown Station chỉ có 2 phút đi bộ. Và Blacktown là một trong những khu vực lớn nhất tại thành phố Sydney, cách trung tâm thành phố khoảng 40 phút chạy xe và 50 phút đi bằng xe lửa. Ngoài ra thì Blacktown còn nằm cách khu vực lớn, cái khu vực Parramatta là khu vực rất là lớn của người Việt Nam thì chỉ cách khoảng 10 phút đi bằng xe lửa. Next slide, thanks. Yep. Hiện tại thì ACU đã có tầm khoảng 60.000 học sinh đăng ký ở bậc đại học và khoảng 7.000 ở bậc sau đại học, và có khoảng 4.500 học sinh là học sinh quốc tế. Và 5 cái quốc gia mà có sinh viên quốc tế lớn nhất tại trường đó là Nepal, Trung Quốc, Ấn Độ, Việt Nam và Mỹ.
Yep, is that all? Yep,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Yeah, thanks, Kate.
Thanks.
And now I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic that everyone asks about, scholarships. So what scholarship do we offer? The first scholarship, which is our biggest value scholarship, is the International Student Scholarship. It's open to commencing international undergraduate or postgraduate students. And it's a merit-based scholarship, so which means it's a very high competitive scholarship. And it's also a great value scholarship because it covers 50% of your tuition fee for the whole duration of your course. The scholarship is open actually in September for February intake, and also it opens in mid-year in April for July intake. So which means you need to apply for the scholarship in September if you're going to enroll the course in February. And if you're going to enroll the course in July, then you need to apply for the scholarship in April every year. Of course, you can find more information about this scholarship on our scholarship website. And the next scholarship is from our Peter Faber's Business School. It's called Global Excellence Scholarship. In celebration of the university's ongoing success in global rankings, the Peter Faber's Business School is awarding scholarships of Australian dollar $5,000 each year for the whole duration of the program. And this scholarship is available to international undergraduate and postgraduate students commencing a business or information technology program in 2020, this year, or 2021. So this is the more detail about the International Student Scholarship, and Sophia is one of the International Student Scholarship winner. So she says the opportunities such as the wide range of scholarships and access to support has allowed me to feel privileged and as an international student. I have been able to immerse myself in the university and city culture, especially coming to a country for the first time alone. So as I mentioned in the previous slide, this scholarship gives you 50% of the tuition fee waiver for the whole duration of your study. And it covers a whole range of programs, or actually all undergraduate program or postgraduate program by coursework, in nursing, in education, social work, health science, law, business, IT, and many more. And you do need to achieve an average result of 80% in your previous study. If you're going to apply for an undergraduate degree, you need to achieve at least 80% within the last 2 years. If you're going to apply for a postgraduate program, then you need to achieve at least 80% in the recent 4 years. We do have a capacity for the scholarship offering. It's 20 students a year. So this scholarship is very highly competitive. And before you apply for the scholarship, you need to apply for an ACU program and get an offer or conditional offer before you can apply for the scholarship in September or in April. And to keep receiving the scholarship, you need to remain enrolled full-time and maintain satisfactory results throughout the course of study. Okay, so here are more details about the Global Excellence Scholarship. The maximum of the scholarship for an undergraduate degree 3-year program is $15,000. If you are going to study a double degree 4 years, then the maximum scholarship you receive will be $20,000. 2 years postgraduate program, for example, Master of Social Work, then, not Master of Social Work, must be Master of IT or MBA, then the maximum value you receive is $10,000. So let's have a look at the eligibilities. First of all, you need to be an international student, and you also need to hold an offer for a place in an undergraduate or postgraduate ACU business or IT program. So it could be accounting, commerce, IT, MBA, Master of Professional Accounting, Master of Finance, any discipline in business or IT for 2020 intake or 2021 intake. You also need to meet the course entry requirements, and you need to enroll full-time. Plus, you need to pass at least 3 subjects in each semester, and you're not receiving any other scholarship or award if the total combined value would exceed the tuition fee for the course. You cannot be a study abroad or exchange student, and you should not be receiving the International Student Scholarship, which is the 50% one. So you should either apply for the International Student Scholarship, or if you cannot get International Student Scholarship, then you can still consider about our Global Excellence Scholarship if you study a business or IT program at ACU. So there's no formal application procedures required for this scholarship. As long as you apply for the course, and the admissions team will assess your eligibility for this scholarship. Okay, I'll hand over to Kate again to explain about our scholarship offerings. Thanks, Kate.
Thank you, Stacy. Thì cô Stacy vừa giới thiệu với chúng ta về 2 loại học bổng mà ACU offer cho sinh viên quốc tế. Thứ nhất là học bổng International Student Scholarship. Thì học bổng này là dành cho các bạn sinh viên quốc tế đăng ký ở bậc đại học và sau đại học, và có giá trị là 50% học phí trong suốt quá trình học. Thì các bạn có thể đăng ký cho học bổng này cho tháng 4 là vào kỳ tháng 4 là để xét duyệt cho học kỳ tháng 7 và tháng 9 là để xét duyệt cho học kỳ tháng 2. Và học bổng thứ hai đó là Global Excellence Scholarship. Thì học bổng này có giá trị lên đến là 5.000 đô Úc mỗi năm. Nhưng mà học bổng này chỉ dành cho học sinh đăng ký ở bậc đại học và sau đại học cho ngành kinh doanh và ngành IT. Could you please to move to the slide Global Excellence Scholarship? Thanks, Stacy.
Okay, yeah.
Và đối với cái học bổng Excellence Scholarship này thì cái giá trị maximum các bạn có thể đạt được là cho cái bậc đại học 3 năm là 15.000 đô Úc và bậc học 4 năm là 20.000 đô Úc và bậc sau đại học 2 năm là 10.000 đô Úc. Và những cái yêu cầu quan trọng để mà có được cái học bổng này thì bạn phải là một sinh viên quốc tế đăng ký học full time tại trường đại học ACU và chỉ cho ngành kinh doanh và ngành IT trong năm học 2020 và năm 2021. Và các bạn phải đậu ít nhất là 3 subject trong mỗi học kỳ. Ngoài ra trước đó các bạn chưa từng nhận được bất kỳ học bổng nào từ ACU. Và cái thủ tục để đăng ký học bổng thì các trường sẽ xét auto khi mà các bạn nộp đơn xin học ở trường, không cần phải làm thêm một cái application riêng cho scholarship này. Okay, you can continue. Thanks, Daisy.
Yeah. Thanks, Kate. All right, and so in addition to the scholarship offering, we also offer a whole range of student support services from our academic success and also health and well-being. So our international student advisors are based almost in every single state to offer extra support to our international students. So you can actually make free appointment to talk to our international student advisors if you have any issues with your study or with your personal issues. And our academic skills unit will help you to build your confidence in your study. They sometimes offer free workshops as well. We also have our career development service to give you counseling service about how to write a resume and the interview skills. And we also have our Office of Student Success, Ask ACU Center, and so also peer-assisted study sessions to help our students to achieve their success in academic. In regards to health and well-being, we have a whole range of counseling services, disability service, health support and well-being, student associations and clubs, student life, student legal service, and campus ministry. Okay, so what can you study at ACU? We offer a whole range of programs from allied health, arts, business and commerce, teaching and education, exercise science, health, information technology, law, nursing, science, philosophy, psychology, theology, and also English language and pathway programs. So let's have a look. What are the details? So in terms of the pathway program, we offer, pathway program is the program when you cannot meet the direct entry requirement to the university. So for example, if you're going to sit HSC this year, if your ATAR fall below the cutoff, then you may consider our pathway programs because they require lower ATAR. So we offer a whole range of diploma programs, and most of our diploma programs are leading to second year of the university. We offer diploma leading to IT, leading to education, leading to arts, leading to business and education, and many more. So that's the whole range of diploma program. On the right-hand side column, diploma in business information systems, diploma in commerce, in educational studies, liberal arts, visual arts and design, youth work, and tertiary preparation for health science programs. So this program, TPP program, is actually leading to the first year of the bachelor in health science stream. And all the diplomas and TPP, we do require ATAR 50 if you are sitting HSC. or sitting, the high school examination in other states. In addition to the diploma and TPP, we are also offering foundation studies. If you're currently in year 11 and once you finish year 11, if you decide to not to take year 12, you may choose to study a foundation program, and foundation program could be packaged with one of the ACU bachelor program, including nursing, law, education, social work, and other disciplines. So our foundation program is currently offered in Melbourne campus. Next year, it's going to be offered in both North Sydney and Melbourne campus. And it's a 35 weeks program. It's usually open in March. And this year in September, we are going to offer foundation program in our Melbourne campus. And if you start in September this year, you are going to finish in June next year, followed by a degree in July. Yes, okay. So, all right, I think I'll just give Kate some time to explain the pathway program and our course disciplines before I go to the further slides. Thanks, Kate.
Thanks, Stacy. Thì trong quá trình học tập tại ACU, các bạn sinh viên sẽ nhận được rất là nhiều hỗ trợ từ trường, cũng như là các hoạt động ngoại khóa. Thì ngoài các service phổ biến cho sinh viên như là về I'm sorry, Stacy, can you move to the next slide, please?
Yeah.
Oh, I think
is not this one?
Okay, yep. Okay, sorry, I will keep going for this slide. Thanks. Yeah. Thì ngoài những cái service phổ biến từ như là về health service, thì các bạn cũng có thể join những cái hoạt động ngoại khóa mà trường cung cấp cho học sinh. Và cô cũng nói thêm một số về những cái pathway program là nếu như các bạn không đủ điều kiện vào thẳng đại học thì các bạn có thể chọn pathway phù hợp với mình, đó là học từ bậc diploma. Thì hiện tại thì trường có những cái diploma cho các ngành Business Information System, Commerce, Education Study, Liberty Arts, Visual Arts and Design and Youth Work. Thì cái điều kiện đầu vào của diploma là các bạn chỉ được điểm ATA 50, được ATA 50, và sau đó khi mà học xong cái diploma thì các bạn sẽ vào năm thứ 2 của chương trình đại học. Can you move to the next slide? Thanks. Ngoài ra ngoài cái pathway mà học từ diploma thì các bạn học sinh vẫn có thể chọn một option khác, đó là học foundation study. Thì hiện tại trường chỉ offer khóa foundation study này ở Melbourne campus, và trong năm tới là năm 2021 thì trường sẽ offer ở 2 cái campus là ở Melbourne và Sydney. Thì khóa foundation này sẽ có độ dài là 35 tuần, và khi mà học xong cái khóa foundation này thì các bạn có thể vào thẳng chương trình đại học.
Thanks, Kate.
Thanks, Stacy.
All right. So I've talked about all the campus that we are located in different cities. Now I just want to give you some information about our regional campus. So among all the campuses, we do have 2 campuses located in regional Australia. So I think there is a growing popularity for students moving to regional Australia to study because of the regional benefits. So we do have campus in Canberra and also in Ballarat, defined as a regional Australia. And we offer a whole range of popular programs in each campus. Let's have a look what's available in Canberra. We offer diploma in educational studies. We offer both Bachelor of Social Work and a Master of Social Work. We offer nursing program, all sorts of nursing, Bachelor of Nursing, enrolled nurses, and honors degree in nursing as well. And we do offer education, a lot of education programs from early childhood to primary and secondary teaching in both undergraduate and postgraduate level. For postgraduate, we offer Master of Teaching secondary. And next year, we are also going to offer some new education program in regional campuses along with the big cities. We have next year, we have new programs in Bachelor of Education, primary and secondary. So which means we're going to combine primary teaching and secondary teaching into one degree. We are also going to combine special education with secondary teaching and primary teaching. In Canberra, we also offer PhD and higher education by research programs. In Ballarat, we offer Bachelor of Physiotherapy, we offer Bachelor of Nursing and Bachelor of Nursing enrolled nurses, and we also offer a whole range of education, undergraduate and pathway programs. And if you are actually looking for a course to start in this July intake, we also offer a whole a range of programs that you may consider, which includes all the diploma pathway programs and bachelor program in IT, accounting, finance, and also master program in those areas, including MBA, Master Professional Accounting. We are also offering education in this July intake, both in bachelor and master level. If you want to study a nursing program, we do have a mid-year intake in our Brisbane campus, a double degree, Bachelor of Nursing and Bachelor of Business Administration. Of course, you do need to achieve IELTS 7.0, to be eligible for this program. And let's have a look at the postgraduate level. What's available in July? We offer Master of Teaching Secondary, Master of Public Health, both Global Health and Advocacy and Master of Public Health. We also offer MBA, Master of Finance, Master of Health Administration, and Master of IT. Okay, Kate, would you please translate? Thank you.
Sure, thanks Stacy. Cô Stacy vừa giới thiệu tất cả những cái khóa học mà hiện tại đang available tại Canberra Campus và Ballarat Campus. Thì như các bạn đang thấy ở trên cái màn hình thì chị chỉ nói những cái khóa học mà trường mới vừa có ở Canberra Campus thì có Bachelor of Education Primary and Secondary, Bachelor of Education Secondary and Bachelor of Education Secondary and Special Education. Ở Ballarat Campus thì có 3 khóa học mới là Bachelor of Education Primary and Secondary, Bachelor of Education Secondary và tương tự cũng là Bachelor of Education Secondary and Special Education. Thì đối với những bạn nào mà muốn đăng ký, muốn xin PR để ở lại Úc thì có thể đăng ký ở Ballarat Campus để được cộng 5 điểm vào hồ sơ PR của mình. Next slide please, Stacy. Thanks. Và trong kỳ học tháng 7 năm 2020 thì hiện tại trường đang có rất là nhiều khóa học available cho học sinh để đăng ký. Bậc diploma thì có Diploma of Business Information System in Commerce, vân vân. Và về bậc đại học thì có Bachelor of Accounting and Finance, Applied Public Health, Bachelor of Commerce và Bachelor of Early Childhood and Education, birth to 5 years. Và có Bachelor of Information System, Bachelor of Teaching and Bachelor of Art. Thì nếu bạn nào mà muốn đăng ký vào kỳ học khóa tháng 7 năm 2020 này thì có thể liên hệ với tại tư vấn viên của du học SET để có thể được tư vấn cụ thể hơn. Next slide please. Còn về khóa học thạc sĩ vào intake tháng 7 năm 2020 thì trường đang có khóa Master of Teaching, Public Health, Leadership and Management in Healthcare, MBA, Finance, Health Administration, IT and Public Health.
Thanks, Kate.
Thank you.
All right, and in the last few slides, I would like to give you an update about our response to COVID-19. We have transferred our programs to online delivery until we can go back into our classrooms. But students' education is not interrupted. Because they're able to participate in the pursuit of their undergraduate goals during this pandemic via online learning. Our online learning may be somehow different, but learning outcomes will be met. Our courses are in real time, fully interactive, engaging, and prepare students for future study, as well as develop their English language proficiency. And the teaching staff and other services at ACU are available online to support students with their learning. So I just want to give you a very successful example of one of our students who's currently studying nursing in our Brisbane campus, how she actually talk about her online study experience and also about her clinical placements in this pandemic time. So she's enrolled second year nursing when she just started her semester 1 in March. Not soon after that, the coronavirus outbreak actually happened in Australia, and learning moved quickly from face-to-face to online. And it was actually a series of big and sudden changes, but they are the changes that she feels haven't changed her university experience or that much. Large group of lectures are pre-recorded, while small group tutorials of up to 20 students are conducted on Zoom. During Zoom sessions, students can interact with the tutors and also post questions in the live chat feature. So she says that they are trying to do exactly what they do in a face-to-face. It's almost the same. And we are also trying to secure as many clinical placements as possible for our nursing students during this time. So she was giving the okay to go ahead with the clinical placement, and that was very lucky. And this gave her the chance to work with patients, putting the clinical knowledge she'd gained at ACU into practice. She says her placement coordinator was in regular contact with her, sending information about COVID-19 and how to take care. And the placement facilitator at a hospital, as well as the nursing staff at a hospital, also helped her feel confident. Yexing says, "It's my first hospital placement in mental health. It's very good. I'm happy and feel supported during this time. So many of my friends, they feel nervous and they worry about a breakout for the virus in Australia, so went back home for the gap year." She says, "I'm happy I stayed in Australia." Thanks, Kate. So hand over to you about COVID-19.
Yes, thanks Stacy. Thì cô Stacy vừa nói về cái việc chuyển đổi tất cả những cái lớp học bình thường sang chế độ học online do trong cái dịch bệnh COVID-19. Thì cô có nói là mặc dù là chuyển sang chế độ học online qua phần mềm Zoom, nhưng mà tất cả các giáo viên cũng như là staff của trường đều available để giúp học sinh bất cứ lúc nào, và trường cũng cố gắng hỗ trợ để cái việc học online để học sinh học online không gặp bất kỳ cái trở ngại nào. Next slide please.
Thanks.
Và một ví dụ là cho bạn Jin Cao là một học sinh Trung Quốc, thì bạn này đã học năm 2 của bằng Bachelor of Nursing. Thì do cái COVID-19 này, bạn Jin Cao cũng phải chuyển sang học online immediately, cho nên là bạn nhưng mà bạn cảm thấy rất là thuận tiện trong cái việc học online này do là những cái support từ trường rất là tốt. Ngoài ra thì bạn ấy vẫn chọn đi thực tập trong suốt cái khóa học nursing của mình, mặc dù là trong mùa dịch, nhưng mà do những hỗ trợ rất tốt từ trường cho nên bạn ấy vẫn có thể hoàn thành cái chương trình placement và cảm thấy rất là tự tin trong những cái skill trong quá trình học của mình. Okay, thanks Stacy. You can continue now.
Sure, thanks, Kate. All right, the last few slides. If you cannot travel during the COVID-19, or you want to study in one of our, campus which is not in your own state, you can actually go to our website and have a virtual campus tour. It's a 360-degree campus tour. You're able to see our nursing lab. You're able to see our auditorium, cafe, you know, the common area, and many more other facilities. So we have, you know, Melbourne campus, Brisbane campus, North Sydney, Strathfield, but also Canberra and the Ballarat campus available online for you to have a look. Before I finish, I want to play a video about studying at ACU. So please have a look. All right, if you want to get more information about studying at ACU, there are a lot of social media channels in Facebook, in Twitter, in YouTube, in many other channels, also WeChat for our Chinese students. There are a lot of more information about studying at ACU. You can also contact us by calling us or email us, or contact SET Education. SET Education is one of our best representatives. And thank you very much for your time today to listening to this presentation. And I hand over to Kate to translate the last few slides. Thanks, Kate.
Thanks, Stacy. Thì trong cái phần slide cuối cùng của cô Stacy thì cổ khuyến khích học sinh nên take một cái campus tour đến những cái tour của trường ACU thuận tiện với chỗ ở của các bạn nhất, để có thể có những cái kinh nghiệm thực tế cũng như là những cái trải nghiệm thực tế ở những cái campus mà mình sẽ chuẩn bị học trong những cái kỳ nhập học kế tiếp. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, sorry.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I'll finish. Thì sau phần chia sẻ những thông tin hữu ích từ trường thì chị tin rằng với những cái thế mạnh sẵn có cũng như là về cơ sở vật chất và chất lượng giảng dạy cao thì các bạn học sinh tốt nghiệp từ ACU sẽ có rất là nhiều cơ hội nghề nghiệp trong tương lai. Và chị xin nhắc lại một lần nữa là các bạn có thể gặp gỡ chị Việt Nga, chuyên viên tư vấn di trú, để được tư vấn và giải đáp về cơ hội định cư với hai ngành học này sau buổi hội thảo nhé. Về học bổng thì nếu các bạn còn băn khoăn hay là không biết mình phù hợp với dạng học bổng nào thì các bạn hãy liên hệ với tư vấn của du học SET để được tư vấn thêm. Và bây giờ chị sẽ chia sẻ về gói hỗ trợ 2.070 đô dành cho các bạn du học SET mà du học SET đang offer cho các bạn du học sinh tại Úc. Thì điều kiện để đạt được cái học bổng 2.070 đô này thì các bạn đăng ký khóa học mới cho kỳ nhập học vào năm 2020 hoặc tại Úc, hoặc là kỳ nhập học đầu tiên của năm 2021 thì các bạn có thể liên hệ du học SET qua các kênh như là Facebook, hội du học sinh của SET, hoặc gọi điện email đến du học SET để biết thêm thông tin về gói hỗ trợ này. Các contact sẽ được nhắn vào một chat box và các bạn có thể chụp để lưu lại. Và bây giờ sẽ là phần hỏi đáp. Hiện tại thì chị thấy có rất là nhiều câu hỏi ở trong cái mục chatbot rồi, thì chúng ta sẽ trả lời từng câu hỏi cho các bạn nhé. Hi Desmond and Stacy.
Yes.
Now is the time for question and answer. So far we have received a lot of questions,
Yes.
and I will help you to read the questions and translate the answer to our students.
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the first question from Hannah. I think Desmond already answered.
Yes, I think the first few questions I managed to answer them. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. And one question from student Nguyễn. She's asked, what's the difference between 3 courses for Bachelor of Nursing? And she currently studying year 11, and she planning to study abroad to Australia after graduating. So which course is the most suitable for her?
So she's studying year 11 in offshore, like in Vietnam or in Australia?
Yes. So from my understanding, she wants to apply for Bachelor of Nursing, and currently she's studying year 11 in Vietnam. So she wants to ask for your advice, like which course for nursing should she do?
Okay, so let's have a look for Vietnamese offshore qualification.
Yep.
Let's see, Vietnam.
Okay, so I've got it up here, Stacy. Now, so maybe I will share my screen. Now I've got it up, so maybe if I've got it on my screen, it's a bit easier for everyone to see it, maybe, if that's okay. Because it's quite a bit of information, so it's probably easier for everyone to see. Can everyone see that? Yeah. Can everyone see that?
Yes.
Yep. So okay, so you can see Vietnam. So basically the left-hand column here is basically the minimum academic requirements that if students studying Vietnam in high school at the moment, the minimum scores they must have if they want to go directly into a bachelor degree. So it's either the upper secondary education graduation diploma or the so that's basically the requirement in terms of academic requirements. Does that make sense?
Yes, I think she wants to understand about the entry requirement
Yep.
of our student.
Yeah. So basically, so it must have at least minimum that score. If the student doesn't have that score, if you look at the middle column, so maybe a lower score. So the middle column here is the requirement then to start from like a pathway program. So if it's for nursing, we have our tertiary preparation program. Then the student can start from the tertiary preparation program, finish that program, and then go into our Bachelor's of Nursing program after that. And if the score is lower than that, then on the very right-hand column, that's the requirement then can start from our foundation studies and then go into the bachelor's program after that. So we've got different levels. So depending on the score that the student has or whether the student has just completed year 11, there's options to start from foundation or to start from TPP or directly into the nursing course. It really depends on the student's scores.
Okay, thank you for your answer.
And just add a comment about the English language requirement. For this first column, Bachelor Direct Entry, the student needs to achieve IELTS 7.0 in each band. And the second column, Tertiary Preparation for Health Sciences, it's 6.0 and 6 in each band. same as the foundation studies, which also requires 6 in each bench. Just in case if the student cannot get the exact IELTS requirement, then we may able to package with English for academic purposes.
Okay, thank you, Stacy. And the next question is, after graduating teaching degree, how will I choose my major to teach in the future?
Okay, I can take that question. So again, it will depend on which teaching degree you study. So obviously, if you are studying primary teaching, as a primary school teacher, you don't actually specialize in any particular units. So as a primary school teacher, your knowledge base is very broad. You know a little bit about everything, about English, about maths, about maybe music, etc. So you don't actually specialize in any particular units as a primary school teacher. But if you do choose to study secondary teaching, then before you start, you do have to nominate which teaching areas or teaching methods you want to focus on, and you do focus on those teaching methods during your course. And then when you finish, those are basically those subject areas that you will teach as a secondary school teacher.
Okay, thank you, Desmond. And the next question is about the Lantide test. So is Lantide required for those who just take education instead of teaching?
Yep, I can take that one too. If you have anything to add, Stacey, feel free to add in. Yeah. So Lantide basically applies when you are studying any teaching course or education course. That's what we call an initial teacher education program. So basically, any teaching or education course that will allow you to register as a primary or a secondary school teacher. Any of these types of programs, you will have to do Lantide. However, if you just want to study early childhood education, so only early childhood with no primary teaching, then you don't need to do Lantide.
Or if students study a Bachelor of Educational Studies, which is a theoretical-based subject, with not leading to teacher registration, then Lantide will not be required.
Yeah. So basically, just think of it this way. Yeah. If you're studying any course that allows you to register as a primary or a secondary school teacher, for those courses, you will have to do Lantide.
Okay. Thank you, Stacy and Desmond. And what happens if I cannot pass the Lantide after 3 times?
Yeah.
Very tricky question.
Yeah. Look, I have spoken with faculty before, and what I've been told is apparently if a student has failed, I think 3 times, they will actually have to go back to the faculty. Obviously, there has to be some discussion and meetings with the faculty to see exactly what's happened, because not being able to pass it for the 3rd time, it's I guess a little bit uncommon. And it's really then looked at, I think, case by case at that point, if a student is at that point, because I think if they have a discussion and I think the faculty is willing to support the student, then I think the faculty will try to assist and actually try and get the student another opportunity to take the test again. So that's what I know. So at that, basically when it comes to that point, it's going to be a case-by-case assessment, and the student will have to meet with the faculty. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, that's also the feedback from New South Wales. If student fails more than 3 times, then they have to discuss with the faculty and maybe explain the reason why they failed. If there are any reasonable compassionate reasons, then they may have another chance. But this must be discussed as case by case.
Yeah, case by case, and they need to have, I guess, the support from the faculty in order to have maybe one more chance at taking the test. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your advice. So I think the student know what should to do, like if she failed 3 times.
Yeah. I mean, we do our best to support our students. So in the programs, when the students study, like, in the first semester, there are some units that we get the students to take that helps them to prepare for land tide. So along the way, once they start their degree, we do put in steps that help students to prepare for land tide. We don't, just kind of let the students do their own thing and then take the land tide and then they don't make it. So we do make sure we put in these steps to kind of help the students along the way to prepare for land tide.
Yes, that's very supportive. And I think we got one more question from Nari Nguyen. What is the difference between Bachelor of Social Work and Bachelor of Community Services that some institutions offer?
I think the first difference is the accreditation. So Bachelor of Social Work is accredited by ASW, while Bachelor of Community Service, I don't think it's accredited by ASW. Then if students want to, after graduate, if they want to apply for ASW membership, they must study the Master of Social Work.
Yeah. So basically, if you want to be a social worker, you have to do a course that's registered by accredited by ASW, and community services. I don't believe it's accredited by ASW. So it is a different qualification.
Okay, I see. Thank you. And another question from Hannah again. How many major subjects can I specialize in my bachelor teaching secondary or teach in the future?
Okay, I think we do have a secondary. So is that for bachelor?
Yes, for bachelor of teaching secondary.
Okay. For bachelor, we have visual arts and design, we have mathematics, we have humanities, and we have exercise and sports science. So there are, that's our main discipline that student can choose from. If they want to become an arts teacher, then they may choose visual arts and design. If they want to teach history, then they may choose humanities, or if they want to be a math teacher, then they choose Bachelor of Teaching, Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics.
Yeah. So the good thing about studying from a bachelor and you want to do secondary is it's really up to you, because it's a 4-year degree, so you have that 4 years to build up your specialist knowledge. So it's really up to you. Whatever you're interested in, then you go with that.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer, Stacy and Desmond. And I think that's the last question we received from the test board. And that brings us to the end of this presentation today. Thank you so much for sharing the useful information for our students. And we hope there will be a lot of application to ACU in the near future.
Thank you,
That's
Kate.
great. Yeah, thank Kate. And remember, we do have education program available in this July.
Yes, we will keep remind our students. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.